Hello, this is Artifacts of Mars, and this is Disclosure, coming to you from the tundra-like plains of sunny western New York State, in Sinus Valley, south of Rochester, New York. And today we're going to look at a mystery that was presented by NASA concerning their Opportunity rover. Now, this is a photo that I got from an article which I'll link to. On the left is Opportunity Sol 3528. On the right is Opportunity Sol 3540. The object in question is right in the center of the photo. Well, on the right-hand side at least. Left-hand photo doesn't show it. Now, that's very interesting. NASA claims it's a rock. I'm rather skeptical, to be honest with you. It looks more like an artifact. But let's stick with the rock thing for now. Even though it seems to have a right angled corner and possibly sitting up on a little pedestal. Alright, we'll stick with the rock thing for now, just for the sake of argument. So, what do we see here? Well, the rover has been stationary for a while because of bad weather. And 3528, they photographed this rock, and there's nothing there. And 3540, the rock was there, on top of the other rock. NASA has come up with two of the kookiest explanations I've heard yet. First explanation is that this rock had been stuck in one of the rover's wheels and just obligingly fell out. Only problem is rocks fall straight down. Well, there's nothing to make them do otherwise. And this thing is clearly way out in front of the rover. Like I said, the rover hasn't moved for quite a spell. So, that is total nonsense. That it could have fallen out of a wheel. I mean, it would be sitting underneath the rover if that had happened. And I looked at the wheels. The wheels on the rover really aren't conducive to having a rock stuck on them anyway. They're rather smooth. But, well, they're not totally smooth, but it's just absurd. The other explanation is, drum roll, that a meteorite came down, smacked into the Martian surface, and plopped this thing right down in front of the rover. Oh boy. Well, what are the odds of that happening? I'd say not good. No. I don't think so. That would have to be the wildest stroke of luck. This rock could have been blown by a meteorite. They call it meteoroid impact. I don't know what the difference is. I'm just going to say meteorite. Well, the point here is the rover itself would have been showered with debris if that had happened, and that would not be good for it. And it wouldn't be good for the solar panels, electronics, so forth. So I'm discounting that. But it gets worse from here. Notice the photo is relatively clear. Well, I'm going to show you something. If you hold, please. Okay. So, I went on NASA site and looked at 3528, Sol 3528, and got the original photo. Finally found it. This is the area where the artifact or rock or whatever it is appears. Notice it's very heavily pixelated. Yet, in the other photo, it wasn't. That's very strange. It's as if somebody is deliberately obscuring things because they don't want you to see something. So we got two mysteries here. How did that rock get there? Which the explanations are just asinine. And why is this all pixelated? This is original, but the one that they presented to us is not pixelated. Not like this, certainly. We're going to go ahead and pull that up again. Well, apparently it's not going to pull up, but I'll have to put this on hold. Hang on. Okay. So, here's the two images compared. This is the area in question. These are the before images. This is heavily pixelated, and this one is a lot sharper. Quite a bit sharper. Computer's not cooperating, of course. This area right here is pixelated out. And this is the area where the artifact later appears. Artifact or rock or whatever it is. Something isn't right here. Let's bring this over and so it looks to me, what I'm thinking is that somebody photoshopped something out and they put this object in instead. Or perhaps perhaps somebody screwed up and they forgot. It could be they were supposed to blank this out and they forgot. Blank it out in the second photo, and as a result, we're seeing it. Now I wonder why that could be. You suppose it could be that I'm right, that this is quite possibly an artifact? There's some reason, in other words, they didn't want you to see it, and then so they blanked it out on 3528, but they screwed up and they forgot to blank it out on 3540. That's what I'm thinking the explanation here is. As for what this thing is, well, I really can't say it's rock, to be perfectly honest. Looks like there's a little post there and a thing sticking up over this other rock, which really is a rock. There's something they don't want you to see. They don't want people to know. That's what I'm thinking. This is one of those things that's sticking in my you-know-what, and I'm not going to let it go until I figure out exactly what's going on here. It's one of those things where it sticks in your head and you're trying to figure it out, and it's in the back of your mind, but you don't know exactly what there is to it. So, what I'm going to have to do, there may be a sequel to this. But at this time, my conclusion is that they were trying to hide something and they forgot. Because, like I said, this photo on the left doesn't match the other one where it's all, that area is all fuzzy, it's been pixelated out. And that pixelation didn't happen by accident. They wanted it to happen. They didn't want this thing to be seen, apparently. It's been there all along. But I think this is a clear-cut image manipulation example from NASA. I'm not quite sure I get what they're trying to do, so that's not all that spectacular of an object. I could just about let that go if it wasn't for this mystery. Almost, not quite. I could just about let it go though. That would be considered a minor object compared to the plethora of objects that I've seen. So I'd say there's, shall we say, some chicanery going on. They're manipulating images. The question is, why? I'll see if I can come up with an answer. And if I can, there will be a part 2. This is Artifacts of Mars again. I just wanted to show you the original from 3540. I'm just going to add this onto the video. This is original from sold 3540 if you want to see it. It's got kind of a right angle thing there, kind of like a little pipe or something. And this is a round, this is actually a round cup-shaped object. It don't even look like a rock. I'm thinking there's something there they didn't want you to see. I just wanted to add this on because I hadn't shown the original from the raw photos. Cripes will never end. The sheeple have got to wake up. You're being manipulated beyond anything the Nazis or communists ever did. Unbelievable. I'm Artifacts of Mars. Thanks again for watching.